Welcome to the night show! We are online, and I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Knight of Entertainment, the one, the only, TK, Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, Aeon, Orion, you know what you can call me. Now welcome you back to our nightly adventure of SAO Alchemization, where things have gotten heavy. Oh my god, it's a dragon! We're gonna kill it like the rest, but it's a goddamn dragon. I'm assuming an earth dragon. Eventually I'm going to work on my aiming. But still, we're gonna kill a dragon for some speed. Now we got Ice Foul. I still don't need to be a duck to take that on. Dragon. Come on. Boom. Monster to kill. Menu cross. More over there. And Wayfarers. I wonder if these ones see us as traders as well. Because for all those who didn't get a chance to watch the last episode, either from the stream or on YouTube, when we reunited with Meta, she's kind of all in on the revive the Pontifex and we're the false church and don't listen to ACTF. The shit. We're not in a hut. Keep going. More mobs on the way. Yeah, Menda is kind of losing herself in her goals to restore her house's honor. Totally introduce her to Zuko. adventuring. This is our next journey. Thoughts for later. And now have. And I'm curious for those who are here and share, what if we call this more fitting than just a simple episode? Just to simply be online. This is not just a let's play. Too basic a name, if you ask me. But another way to look at it. We're not a let's play. Clear. Not a let's play. But we are on a journey through SAO. I honestly thought that was Monster. More! Give me more! Give me more! That's a dragon with level 42. Thank you, motherfucker. This one is as well, but for everyone hit this guy. Die on lock. Deep attack. Is there another one? Man, where are all these dragons coming from? Well, I really think calling these raptors or something else would have been cooler, because then again, it might just be old-fashioned time, but I think they more invoke the images of a raptor than a dragon. Does that not make you think you should be calling the Dino Squad, the Dino Rangers? I really want to get rid of that move. I feel like it's not as heavy hitting as I thought it was. So close. Now what lasts faster? Me? You need to charge that or this guy's health? Oh, didn't even realize I had it unlocked. But it didn't die. And that's what really makes me sad. Hey, wayfarers over there. You want to join in? I swear, I do not. I think you just load by us attacking. Well, almost dead anyways. There we go. Oh, now you want to get involved. Assholes. And we continue our road down the ravine. I feel like I'm getting off course. There we go. That's the point. Just fast travel point go. I was gonna say, this was already one we had. I feel bad. We ran all this new, but then again, I think we've been to Clippa. You kids gathering information about the dragon. Oh no, we ran this since the Western Ravine. No, I'm trying to anyway. How do we stop the dragon? We heard about the dragon's legend, but nothing about stopping the lightning. Are there any parts of the legend that mention how to quell the dragon's wrath? Yes, in fact. Ooh. Tell me more. What? Seriously? What? Disappointed? No? Of course not. I just assumed it'd take longer to find a solution. Yu-Gi-Oh. Please tell us. No. Very well. Did you know that the dragon protects this place because of the people's worship? Why is there always gonna be someone worshipping? Can't just do it because you want to. Whatever happened to just doing it because you want to? Did you know that Dragon Pact... Oh, gotta press X. Yes, please continue. To help them, the dragon granted the humans a spear called the Silver Orchid. The Silver Orchid? Ask about her. Pardon me, but who are you? Just an old woman with no use for a name. Though I do know a bit about your dragon. Please lend a hand with that blasted lightning. Oh, and if you can lend a hand with that blasted lightning, all the better. In that case, we gladly accept. I love how it's grayed out after I ask about the Silver Orchid. Charged with lightning is... Wait, how would a spear charged with lightning kill a lightning dragon? Charged with lightning, it said that the spear could cancel... Okay, maybe that's how. It uses its own lightning to grant humans the same power to protect themselves. Aw, that's nice. So if the legend is true, we can use the Silver Orchid to stop the lightning bolts. If the legend is to be believed, yes. But only just about these are great. Oh no, that's grayed out too. Where is the Silver Orchid? Alright, but where can we find this Silver Orchid? In the ruins not far from the ravine. The dragon's followers are enshrined there. So if the ruins are our next stop then, hold your horses. You can't expect to just waltz into some ancient burial grounds. Aww. What would you have us do then? To enter the ruins, you need 3 keys that have been scattered around the ravine. That's why this quest has been called the West of Three Keys. Retrieving these keys will be the first step. 3 keys, huh? Easy enough. Let's cool your heels. You kids are so hot to trot. What the hell kind of rhyme is that? Take this with you. Is this charcoal, madam? The product of a lightning strike. Lightning strike? Lightning is believed to be sacred here, so there are customs of gratitude. The charcoal acts as a protective charm of sorts. A relic providing one's belief in the dragon of lightning, huh? Indeed, even as the legend fades, the lightning is feared and respected. Trust me, you should take it with you. Ask why she's being so helpful. Thank you, madam, but why are you doing so much for us? Why indeed? I never believed in the dragons, but I love the story as a child nonetheless. I feel my childhood memories are being tainted by the fearsome lightning. That makes sense. We'll put a stop to it. Does it? Yes, that I have no doubt. So we found ourselves searching for keys, hidden throughout the Western Ravine. See, this is what I'm saying. This is I just realized this is chapter 4 too, and there's like, what, 5 parts per chapter? This is one long... I feel like chapter 4 is going to be very long. Again, I feel this quest is a lot longer than it needs to be. I feel like you could split this part up a bit. But nonetheless, we'll probably split it up. Right, I just run past where I need to go. Thankfully. Shortcut! So, question for all my fans and lovely journeyers. What are you guys excited for the PlayStation Showcase tomorrow? Monsters! I'll be honest, I am very curious about it myself. I want to know what journeys, what lives can we jump into? To me, that is always the fun of being, to see, to know, to get that adventure. You can learn. Plus, there are quite a few games I'm looking forward to on PlayStation that I would love to stream. Plus, I mean, I'm still looking forward for more information about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which we're supposed to get that second episode in December. So, damn, I know I want to get that. Plus, of course, I think there's Final Fantasy 16 that's supposed to come out in this June, so... And I'm very curious about how 16's story is going to be. It definitely feels like they're keeping some elements from 15, but I did hear that that one is supposed to be for a complete story from beginning to end. So not like how 15 we had to wait for some extra time to get a little bit of the details. And again, it's a promise of an actual complete story, which is something 15 in a way kind of failed to give us. I understand the reason why, but more it was basically just the idea 15 was promising was kind of why we have the example of gameplay and story segregation. There's some aspects of the game that you can make the game as realistic as you want, to be honest. But tell me this. There are some aspects of the game you would not find interesting. Correct? Or am I incorrect? We'll probably find the silver orchard inside this temple. But because it's a temple, it's never going to be easy. I'm a little also curious because I was seeing certain aspects and ideas brought up. Looks like we need 3 keys. The old lady mentioned we'll need the 3 keys the old lady mentioned if we want to pass. Yeah, a plot point I'm not surprised by because I literally was trying to find out that stupid thing for the last episode. I was having issues with that. Indeed, but we need to figure out where the keys are first. What brings you lot here? Who are you? Well, I'm in charge of the Drugo's temple, but I can't go in, so I keep the outside tidy. You're the warden here and you can't even enter it? Well, when I was a young lad, my Grampy told me a story. The Western Guardian gave us the Silver Orchid. It was sealed by the final promise. To open it, you must find 3 keys hidden in the statues of swordswomen. 3 statues of swordwomen. What's this final promise you spoke of? The Western Guardian coexisted with the people of Westeroth long ago. Young or old, weak or strong, all loved the dragon, and the dragon loved us back. Perhaps too much. When the Dark Territory invaded, it rained lightning on the land. The attack killed the invading orcs, but also many innocent Westerothians with it. The dragon was afraid to love again. It asked her surviving swordswoman for help. I don't know why I'm reading it like this, but hey, this is just how I'm gonna do it right now. For some reason this sounds like a tale, so I'm gonna read it like I'm narrating a story. It asked her that, if power ran amok, she would defeat it with the Silver Orchid. It believed that she, the survivor of its accident, would be able to stop it. After the final promise, the dragon flees, never to be seen or to love again. The swordsman mourned the loss of the dragon, and wept for its solitude. Thus, Drugo's temple was built to honor the dragon, and the Silver Orchid left behind. The grandchild hid the 3 keys across the Westerothian Empire. Stone statues of the swordsman were built on those spots. They endured as a symbol of her respect for the tragic dragon, even if it ran away. Those were her earnest feelings. Her descendants felt the same, and all agreed to protect Drugo's temple. I see, that's an awfully sad story. My Grampy said we descended from that swordswoman, but I'm not so sure. Interesting. So we're gonna need to find statues of the swordswoman. Oh, you're seeking the keys? Well, we were hoping to stop the lightning storms, you know? I understand. I won't stop you. I'm just the warden of the temple. I'll be glad if you found them. It feels as if this was meant to happen someday. Alright, we'll go find the keys, and then we'll stop this lightning with the Silver Orchid. I'm sorry, I can't help you further. I can only wish you luck. Do you not want the lightning? Oh, please don't tell me that's not gonna... Wait, are you telling me to... Oh, please do not tell me it's gonna do that. Oh, no. Shit, I don't like this. But... Oh, I don't like this at all. Because if it's legit just gonna make me wander without any idea where they could be. Now I'm gonna try these statues because, I don't know, this seems very... You know, the more I see the play avatar has taken over, I have no idea what that means. But I'm worried because this is what I don't like in various games, and why I don't really like the idea, oh, the game's not going to tell you where to go, or give you a hint, is there is nothing to indicate where we could, and we could be scouring literally every little spot. I hate that, and especially when games like so massive. A warrior who stands before me, I acknowledge the strength of your spirit. A warrior of old I am, bestow my body, the safety of this land, my eternal wish. I offer upon you a trial, rid this land of the evil lurking within. Should you complete this task, I bestow upon you my blessing. Seek out the great evil lurking in Villian palates and rid the land of it. From the quest list, select this. We already have it selected, so it shouldn't do that. Alright. Water spiders, we need to fight 17 of them. I really hope this is not actually what... And, of course, there... No, that's not it. Okay, no, I'm almost positive this is not it. Another better question, especially since these statues usually just go... Are we gonna see them on the map? I don't like this at all. And the worst part is I'm almost positive if I go to another area, I will not find them on the map there, because it'd be weird for them to be on one map and not let me... I mean, I'll look around and see, but I almost am positive none of the maps are going to have them. I don't like that. Yeah, the login bonus. Not what I meant to do. Oh no, good. They are on the here. I was gonna say, do not tell me they're actually not gonna give us a location for them. I mean, that is literally like the weirdest, especially when we know it's all over the Western Empire. But it looks like they do. It's just not giving us a location for the area we're looking in. Alright, and actually I don't think there is a closer one to where we are, so we're just gonna run it from here. But no, when you got a massive game like this, honest to God, I do find the idea when we don't know what we're looking for is a really bad look. I mean, it doesn't... Especially, it also doesn't help when you know in quests, like, for example, the third Elder Scrolls game, Morrowind. While a very popular game and well-known, Morrowind is not... The sheer fact, like, some quests can even tell you the wrong location. How much health? What level are you? Oh, you're only level 40. Although you're attention faster, aren't you? Let's see how this works out. But like, if the quest, or like another perfect example is in the original World of Warcraft before Cataclysm, classic, you know, vanilla. Burning Crusade, Wrath of Lich King, you could get a quest line when you were in the Barrens, find Manarik's wife. And this quest was famous for how sheer impossible it was to find it, because, well, for one, the Manarik's wife, to find them, you need to look at an item, find a person referred to as the beaten corpse. Not Manarik's wife, not anything like that, just beaten corpse. And like the location is slightly off from what he's talking about, and that's the thing, it's like everything about it is off. You're looking for an item that's not there. And it's like, that's why I always like, when quests have markers, they have like, oh, go to this general location. I'm probably saying, yeah, in games, I'm saying, wait, but you're talking about something that literally is gonna make the game easier. There's a difference between easier and pragmatic. If you can literally go through over a map that's, or possibly even looking in an area that's a different region, why would you not make sure you're not looking the wrong spot? Hell, if you wanted to just be even more sure, it doesn't even have to be... I'm never saying, like, they can't, like, oh, you can hide somewhat. I'm just saying, like, don't tell them that, oh, yeah, no, you need to go here. Or just figure out where the fuck you need to go. And especially in games like this one, I'll admit, I've noticed a lot of times they don't really say too much about the actual location. Which makes it a lot harder to figure out where the hell, especially some of the items imply are in a different region than the one we're looking for, so I legit have no idea where I'm supposed to go. That person's attack, does that person's attack literally refer to his actual soul? I mean, I got nothing against it, it's just literally I can't believe that's an actual name. It sounds like a cool star-related move. My rant time's over, but you guys, what do you guys think about that? Like, do you prefer games where they just tell you a general spot to go to and then you go? Or would you prefer a game that actually lets you know where you need to go, or at least can give you a vague idea for it? I guess I'm doing this. I want to do... I keep forgetting there's an extra step. Hell, apparently I've been killing water spiders and I didn't even know I can. And no, this is a different zone than the one we originally traveled in. Oh, yeah, we're not using that against those spiders. Probably. I never understand why are some of the mobs more tanky. Die, you man-eating croc. Die. Oh, and another one. Hey, we gotta get Kira to 1241 somehow. Something up there, although hopefully after this croc, give me my level. Still hate that resets up the fight. Hey, there we go. We're 41. Now I'm kind of I'll be honest, I'm kind of hoping we can level again this episode. Although I won't give any guarantee about it. I like being a little once. An episode, you know? It makes this journey a lot more interesting. Plus, knowing we're getting stronger every time just always puts a smile on my face. Plus, it might just be also the enemy of the Final Fantasy VII MMO does at least put a little bit of a smile on my face, is knowing like every time I got a level, I always felt like I was completing quests and getting farther and farther in the later expansions. Especially when I actually was the same level as later expansions, because eventually at one point I did admittedly use it at one point so I would be at a higher level. Well, but also because I just really wanted to play the character as this class, and I'll be honest, it required me to be a higher level in my actual quests. Well, for the most part, in some quests, I did actually try to be a certain level for them. And use a fast travel one for next time. probably they're only like level 10. Yeah, I'm guessing the key has to be somewhere around here. What do you know? We found it. Oh, we get a cutscene literally right as we get into a monster fight. Here's one of the keys to Drugo's temple. The ice crystal key. Now we can fight the monsters again. Alright, now that these are... Oh, wait. Wait for our weapons to go away. And before anything else from me, I'm going to take a sip of a drink. Because I am thirsty. That is a good drink. Alright. Now, since we no longer need this spot, remove the pen. Now let's see. So we know for a fact that we're going to have to go to different areas to find it. So I'm guessing not all of them are in the same area. And we're looking for either the crag now or the dragon scale. Is that arrow supposed to be where we are? Now, is there one here? Yes. Alright, so the closest one I can find it as, it looks like it's right here. The Devil's Belly, I love that. Alright, we'll run it up. We got a bit of a run. But whatever I can do to make it shorter. And just for more entertainment, kill some monsters on the way. Now I wonder, is this going to be the Craig key or the dragon scale? Wait, Cinna's line was "Don't leave me behind," right? So I thought for a second she asked, "Don't look behind me." Wait a minute. Ha! I knew I felt weird about these guys. We're surrounded by ice crabs. Crystal crabs.
We were outnumbered, surrounded, and honestly probably trapped, but we still killed them all. Because we're beasts like that. Now on the road to a key. And I would try this one, but we're a little underleveled before I want to try it. But hey, we're getting there. And not that I don't think we can't take things that are close to our level. It's just I know with these guys, they're also kind of a little tanky. And they're actually really heavy hitters as well, so I kind of want to be at least their level or higher before I try them. Ooh, more over here. So much power. Feeling good? Alright. Back on the road. Really, game? What do you suggest? A path I literally cannot technically walk on. Ha. You thought you had me trapped. Instead, I'm here to kick your ass. Now I'm gonna hunt you down, bird. Do we not kill? Oh! I was gonna say, did we not kill who we needed to, but I just needed to wait. Tained, I don't know what the hell that is. Man, so much birds! With all these birds, does that mean bird is the word? Someone late 41. My guess, it is Asuna being the only other person to level. And D41. But Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonata are probably close. Okay, the bird blinded us. Honest to God, I always noticed this. We've gotten hit by blind a few times, but as far as I can tell, we're not actually, our accuracy isn't lowered that much. Because it does not seem to me like I'm not hitting anything. Well, admittedly, this is a very sneaky bird. It's easier breaker, but what did I say to that? I'm the nice singer. Oh, seems we got a bit of a monster here. Oh, that's right. We have a quest for this. Cave crickets. Let's kill. Get over here. Are there any more? There we go. Yes. So, I teeter on the edge, but I'm still standing. Get in my way, I'll cut you down where you stand. All you are to me is XP. Why aren't you helping your buddies? More shrews. And I can see once again, while we are a little closer to where the statue was, we're not 100%. And now I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! Reached level 41. The only person left is Sun. Cut him down, cut him down. And statue number 2. And what key do we got? What key do we got? Looks like one of the temple keys.
The Dragon Scale Key. Really? Not the one I was expecting. Alright. So now we know we need to go to one more zone. I think this is technically an exit zone. To me, that feels just really close to the exit. Alright. Actually, we'll do world map. Yeah, that's the exit. So this one... Oh. Right here. Let's throw down a pin. And we'll go on the rocky road. Excuse me. Oh, we're not even that far, too. I'm closer than the last one. But I still should probably set this up so I can actually know where I'm running. And who knows, maybe we'll find it right in front of us. But first, let's get a little more speed. Moon Knight style. Or Moonlight. I like Moonlight. It was definitely one of those Marvel TV shows that I actually really did enjoy. God, now I'm just reminded of the DC. Tomorrow is the last episode of Flash. I will definitely be sad by that. Like, especially not only is it technically the last technical Arrowverse show that takes place on the Earth, because for some reason they decided to make Superman and Lois on a different Earth. I know they gave their reason, but it's just so stupid of a reason. Like, it honestly, especially when you know they retconned it, and not in a way that was good either. One thing I will notice when I comment on something, if something is a retcon, retcons themselves are not bad, but there's a difference between a retcon that's just like, oh yeah, all this is terrible. We're just gonna throw this in and change things. Like, for a perfect example, Skinner in The Simpsons. There's an episode where they tried to retcon Skinner's past. And it was hated. Like, legit hated. It was like seen as one of the dumbest things ever, and it was dumb. And the very premise of the idea was apparently Skinner was never actually Skinner. And they ended it by sending the real Skinner away and giving fake Skinner his past, his future, his present, his mother, and like all that. And not only was just the retcon really stupid because it happened to a character that it didn't make sense to, especially one with a very established storyline, but it also just came across as bad and stupid because why? And didn't make a lot of the characters look good. I think that's one we can point out, like, a retcon is poorly made and dumb, and a simple retcon that just changes, oh, no, it's not as simple as you think it is. That's different. Like, for example, I like the, I know it's a conflicting one because people were very surprised by it, and I know Blizzard probably is not a good example of this as well, but Draenei retcon, like Draenei and like the demons, like there was more to their story. Like it also gave them a lot better lore. Or another example is, well, I will admit I'm not 100% caring for this, but from what I've seen, for those of you who are Marvel fans, going off the TV show, again, Miss Marvel. I will be honest, in the beginning we implied she's one race and that's where her power came from. And the initial race they brought up, her being part Jinn, I thought was the dumbest thing they could do, and literally, I feel like it was only done because the character is supposed to be Pakistani or something. And I'm gonna point this out, there's legit nothing wrong with a character like that. Like, I don't think Miss Marvel is bad as a character like that because she's that. But the sheer fact that they wanted to make the Pakistani character part Jinn just felt like, yeah, that doesn't feel like the idea you think it is. But then, towards the end of their season, she implies she actually was a mutant. Which, ironically, is a retcon from the comics, but whatever. It's still better than making the Pakistani character a Jinn. But yeah, like I said, even the idea that or another example, from the Daredevil comics, there was one with that same, if you've seen the Netflix, a Calamity Plant and the statue. Perfect. There's in the comic where Daredevil is forced into a choice by Punisher. He chooses to shoot the Punisher and break his rule. It only doesn't work because Frank doesn't give him a loaded gun. While the Netflix series, they decided they did that exact adaptation, but instead of, I guess we were supposed to destroy the plant. I was wondering, why did the statue not show up? Awesome, got a key to the temple. Now we got the Craig key. And the quest is updated. But instead of shooting the Punisher in like the comics, what he did instead is just shoot his chains and try to attack Frank and get him away from the criminal he's trying to kill. A much better way to betray it, if you ask me. That's all 3 keys, right? Should be. Now to get our hands on the Silver Orchid. Alright. Well, for that, we're at least going to warp out of here. We are not staying in here. Alright. And don't tell me I did not. I swear to God, I do not understand this map somehow. How can I warp to a spot I've never... I mean, this was supposed to be the ravine, so I don't really know why it's sending us one direction. Alright. Yeah, we definitely have to go this way. Again, I know it's not Asuna's outfit, but it damn looks good on her. Now I can find what I'm looking for. Now, where is... Oh, here. Perfect. Let's get us a spear. Although the sad thing is I'm pretty sure we don't have any spear users. Yeah, Kirito's friends don't have a lot of spear users. I'm trying to think if any of the... Look, Kirito, it's a clamp. From its size, this is the big boss clamp that's providing nutrition to the others. We have to do something about the clamps. Let's kick this one's ass and hit the road. Sounds good. To start with, let's take care of the other clamps in the area. Hell yeah. Aww, so we have to hit the other clamps first. Alright, now where are they? Well, we know there's one right here. Oh, it's actually right there. What we're looking for. I mean... The Spear Hero is just an asshole. Okay, we're not gonna get near the menu. I mean, the issue with the Spear Hero, again, like, he was just an asshole. Because remember, even the Sword and Bow Hero also had their own issues. They just were better at their jobs. Well, not better, at least they just weren't being manipulated by mine. Except that one time. For Sword. Spoilers. Gonna do this with my health this much. But no. Although I will point out, Kirito doesn't have the best luck with spear wielders, because the closest one who he knows, and I'm reminded of a spear user, was the Moonlight Cat, Black Cat, and Sachi. I'm just curious, what does the Premier use? I just pay attention to that whenever I go back to Hollow Realization. Well, I think there is. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a video game original character that does have the ability to wield spears. I just know, for example, Kirito's. There's not many in Kirito's group, nonetheless, that use a spear. Because with Kirito, because let's see, Asuna is a rapier user, Aegil uses axes, Lisbeth is hammers. Sinon... Okay, Sinon does use a spear in Hollow Royale in SAO, but I think that's because originally, in the original SAO, there were no bows. Which reminds me just of a funny situation where, from the Abridged, where Asuna's plan was to have them use the archers to kite, which is amusing when you remember SAO has no archers. Which I also think is honestly a weird one when you think about it. Nothing in the original SAO would imply bows would be odd. Oh, one of my very first characters was an archer. He was a hunter. Blood Elf. I was so excited when I got him to level 30. It also been the highest, plus I finally got my mount. But now I've had characters that were up to 120, and hell, I'm remaking certain characters level 70 now just to get the level squish. That is something that I find sad and wow. But the highest they were able to get their characters was 120. I would love to see how high
Could I get to level 150 in an MMO? I never want to. Not that Shadowlands is a bad one. I mean, honestly, I didn't hate Shadowlands. I felt after a while it must have gotten pretty good. Plus, doing the same quest on like 12 different characters eventually does get really tiresome. But first we'll hop out these guys. Just throw that little boost. Okay, that is a very cool jacket. Oh, now Sin on level 41. Man, some of it. I will say one thing that does amuse me is I'm just thinking back. I'm not sure how many of my wonderful fellow journeymen have experience playing MMOs, but I am curious for all of you. If you have you ever changed what character you consider your main and what character would you consider alt? I haven't really done that twice on two different accounts with Hunt, and ironically, both with the same character. When I first played World of Warcraft, I was pretty fine with the style of having a hunter character. But first chance I got the chance when I was high enough level to make Death Knight, I switched over to a Death Knight character. The original first time I switched my main. And because also I had never had gotten to Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King from earlier accounts, I was very excited to actually try out those games, see those expansions. So when I made the chance to be able to make a Death Knight, who once they left their starting area, I was very excited to experience Burning Crusade. So I continued playing my Death Knight, thinking, oh, eventually I'll level the Death Knight so I can experience it, and then I would take time to level my Hunter later. Eventually, I had more interest in throwing the Death Knight in, because, again, Burning Crusade was more and more new stuff for me. But eventually my Hunter fell behind, and my Death Knight eventually became my main, because he was able to experience stuff I had never seen before. Like I said, Outland and even Northrend for Wrath of the Lich King. And getting the chance when Classic came out, I was going to say, I'll keep my Hunter my main this time. But once again, come the time when I was able to make a Death Knight, I once again switched out who my main would be. This time being more a different in fact, because again, being this was in the Classic version, I wasn't actually, for the most part, going to experience anything too particularly new. I mean, there were going to be some new things, because there were quest lines I never got to originally participate in, like the Battle for Undercity, because it was a temporary quest line with, that was removed, I guess, during Wrath of the Lich King because of reasons. But even then, with that, my Death Knight became my main, because I was finding something interesting with my Hunter is, well, I don't remember perfectly playing through him during the original Burning Crusades and that, especially because I think I actually might have just been bad when I was at that point. Maybe they buffed Hunters at that point, but during that time period, I was feeling my Hunter was, like, lacking. Like, my pet couldn't tank properly. I was getting overwhelmed by mobs. And I was just finding it harder to play my Hunter. Alright, since that's our second clamp, now there's only one left. But the character in question, and my Death Knight was a much more tanky class, and like he could survive hits and take crowds a lot better. So instead, I ended up playing my Death Knight because he again could handle things a lot more better, and he was a lot tankier, so he was a lot more fun. Like I wasn't worrying about like, oh, I have 3 mobs on me, I'm gonna die. It also makes me kind of sad because my hunter was decked out at least somewhat in dungeon gear, which I remember always being better than non-dungeon gear, just like quests and shop items. The one downside when you're wearing headphones is you lose your headphones, you somehow end up in a different store. How the hell did I end up playing as off? You know, I got perfect timing on something I wasn't even trying to do. Alright, quest line complete. No. Oh, so that's what I was thinking of, wasn't even going to be there. Nonetheless, hopefully now we can get this damn spear. Still not sure who's going to wield it. Especially because I'm pretty sure none of the knights we brought with us can also wield. And I have no particular reason to be following a pin right now. I was literally about to start running the wrong way just because I forgot my pin was on. Run. Run. There. Going back to what I was talking about, I just find it funny, like, somehow you can change what character you're playing for just reasons you don't even think of. Yeah, because to me, I always play the tankier classes just because. Because I like being able to, if I'm known for more to surviving in the game, I'm gonna want to survive more in the game. Kill you first. Hopefully now what I see. Wait, why are we focusing on you? Kill the beast first. Oh, well. That's because I don't want to miss out on that sweet, sweet XP. Oh my god, it's inspiring its laser! Let's raid. Got a little bit of that cooldown left, so we're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be the amazing, awesome action known as group up and hit it till it dies. No, don't cool down. But this one's almost dead anyways. That's dead. Now, this can clamp test it. I don't care, Meta's gonna be met. And now we completed the quest. Extermination of all the plants in the area. Alright. Let's get that door open and make our way into the temple. Not sure why they translated it with like that, but... Hey. So I wonder, Drugo, where does that name come from? Like, for example, like, is it supposed to mean lightning in another language like Japanese or something? Like, for example, Grom is the Russian word for thunder. I might have butchered the pronunciation a little bit, but Grom? Kirito. Yeah. Damn, it just straight up gives us a spear. For this, we can put a stop to the lightning. Kirito, let's head back to the Western Ravine. Are we not in the Western Ravine? This will do. My savior, may I offer you some flan? I don't need anything right now. You always say you don't need any. Do you not like my flan anymore? No, I'm simply not in the mood for it. My savior, please come. Bear witness to my new sword skill. I'll be there in a moment. I see you've come to take pride in commanding your band of wayfarers. If this is the duty of the savior, then I might as well. What did you say? What, did I say something funny? Not at all. You just reminded me of the 5th generation head. It's been bothering me for a while now. What is it? Why do you know so much about the 5th generation head of my family? I've read all there is regarding the House of Thanos family lineage, but the records of that generation alone seem to be scarce. Just that she was a woman while the rest of her family tree went missing. Long have I served your family, and I know why Her Eminence rejected you. That is why I alone possess information otherwise hidden even from kin like you. But I want you to tell me about her. Soon Lady Pontifex awakens from her slumber. I shall tell you everything. You shan't wait long, for the life force required for her revival is at hand. Thanks to the diligence of the stalwart and righteous head of House Orthanios. What was it you wanted? Forgive my digression. I seek your counsel. A moment of your time, please. Very well. See, like, in a realistic game where, we wouldn't see a scene like that because the players aren't supposed to be aware of that because the characters aren't aware, but I'm like, I want to know what's going on. I don't want to just see, like, tidbit information like, oh, the character hears this and that's it. Like, that's actually a terrible idea. Hey, it's the little lady in Kirito. Commander, what brings you here? Got an urgent report from the Westerathian Guard about tons of beasts in Nobleland. I pushed the dragon pretty hard to get here and tell all of you as soon as I could. I know you're trying to get to the Western Ravine, but there are lives at stake. Are the beasts particularly strong or something? According to the report, yeah, and not just a few. I'll be giving you a hand. Ooh, but cool he's fighting with us. Having you with us fills me with courage, Commander. Let's make haste. Okay, everyone, let's move out. And we just got a spear, and now we have to hunt more beasts. Wait a minute. Did Baku... Wait a minute. I have no party members, I've noticed. And my party was disbanded. Or I guess technically these two were counted. Now I wonder, that makes me wonder. If I try to put Sinon back in the party, will it let me? It did, but I guess it automatically also put Alice and Berkuli. Then again, what level is Berkuli? They de-leveled actually no, I think he was a higher level. I remember like Cardinal being higher, but maybe, who knows. But I will praise the game. I like it that they don't force us to be stuck with an underleveled character. I mean, I feel like it's a little weird that Berkuli gets to only be 39, because I feel like he should be higher level than us.
He's supposed to be like a legendary integrity knight. He's been like much higher. Like it feels weird. He's at the same level as us. But it might also just be to keep the game balanced. Because if Bakuli was higher level than almost everything here, he would probably make it a lot easier and like no challenge. Then again, I feel like in this game it's not, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Like sometimes, are we over leveled? Are we under leveled? For example, I don't know. We'll see how we perform. I just hope it's better than freaking what happened with Cardinal, and we're like, oh, we can only control Alice. Where Cardinal, and like, she literally wasn't even able to attack. Which I'm just wondering, since this seems to be we're not in a map. Yeah, I hate when I do that. I got a feeling we're running out of this area. Yeah, see, we're gonna run out there, this area. A lot of Cardinals does not update. She's still talking about erasing the administrator. This one's a lot closer. I'm curious about something. Even in this outfit, her stuff covers her eye. I really don't know why they're keeping that look on her. Like, even I think in the actual anime, she wouldn't have kept she would have healed her eye. How are there so many? Crowding together like that, could it be the Clampus popping up? In this case, I figure the ACTF could use the extra help. Looks like I was right. Plus, something seems off, so I kind of wanted to see what was up myself. Understood. Let's kill some beasts while we root out the clamp responsible. God, watch. The clamp's been... Aww! There are people around the clamp. Is this the Wayfarer's resistance you mentioned? No, they don't look like Wayfarers. Must be Confolk that live around here. We won't let you kill this plant, no matter what. For the Savior. We planted and raised this beautiful flower, and we'll defend it with our lives. You planted it? That's right. We got seeds from the hooded man who said he was the Savior's aid. He said we would surely be saved if we carried out this mission. The hooded man, he's meant as aid? And what exactly was this aid's name? I don't know his name. It's got nothing to do with you anyway. He's calling himself her aide. I can only think of one man, her Sinian. I thought so. That's actually what I came to find out. I never understood why he keeps a hand in his like robe like that. According to the reports, the number of clamps in Westeros has been increasing daily. Curious. I got a bird's eye view of things on the way back to the End Mountains. That's when I saw that hooded guy planting seeds. So the hooded man that attacked Eldred's and Gilbert was planting seeds? And it looks like Hersheyans is the hooded man's true identity. Yeah, now that we know that for sure. We have to go after him. But first, we need to do something about this clamp. Kirito, wait. Generate umbral element. What the? I can't see. Cool, little. What in the world are you doing? Nah, it's okay. Paralyzation. Those gave me some sleep sleep poison. In case a situation like this came up. Honestly, at least say something if you have such a strategy. Glad to see not much has changed. You two. I mean, would that really have changed if he had said that? Okay, I'm gonna go kill that clamp now. Be right back. Some of these cutscenes, I feel like they really could actually break it up with a fight. I'm back. Let's get to tracking down Hoshini and then, shall we? So that's why you came all this way, Commander? Yep, got it, Berkuli. Let's go track down Hoshinian. Yeah, you got it. It was you. Remember, we were fighting a drag. We were supposed to be hunting a dragon before all this. Because I remember we were supposed to be hunting a dragon, that was causing issues.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, didn't I? No more Toad. Wait. Let's go. Left fighters. The only good fighter is Spider-Man. And Spider-Gwen. And probably Spider-Kid. Well, you know, we did get a kill for that. Swear, sometimes I feel like it counts a kill and some of them it doesn't. Nope. Sometimes I just find it funny. Weird takes me like it has to go all this way around, despite a straight path could probably fit. Grove Lakeshore is where we're at right now. Let's just take this bean that just makes me think of a giant fucking bison. I'm curious, will I run faster if I do this? I'm not sure. Maybe, I mean, the whole thing of, I think the idea behind the wind is he's getting pushed faster and hard on. Like, we technically can jump higher when on the wind like this. I'm not kidding. There was a side quest I had to do where the whole point was to you had to go out of town, jump with put the wind spell on you, and jump higher than you were supposed to reach, and then somehow, despite the fact the quest says to use the water spell to clean the roof, it's actually physically impossible because you cannot cast sacred arts in towns.
Also, I just realized this literal quest line, I think it's not bringing us to a location in this part of the region. It's literally just having us go somewhere. But the thing is, now I want to just follow it to the end just in case. Still not sure if the wind spell is doing it, but it feels a lot more entertaining than just not. Yeah, no, it's just having us go to the end of the region. No, the map does tell us we're the little arrow, so we're in the rocks right now. Alright, definitely we need to warp there. I don't want to have to run all the way. It's probably faster if we warp. Yep, much faster. Okay, you motherfucker, let's get this over with. Yep, they were right that he's the hooded man. Finally found you. Fine by me, I won't have to hold back either. There's no point in hiding your face with that HUD. You know wait, he's supposed to be hiding his face with a HUD? You bastard, how dare you. Ripping my clothes with the same ugly wretched sword that killed Lady Pontifex? No, wait, maybe that's not so bad. That sword ran through Lady Pontifex. Also, I just realized that's not exactly a HUD. The sword that touched her beautiful body and saw it touched me too. Creepy. You lost your mind? Allow me to praise you. You cut my clothes and my incarnation as well. Didn't know he was using incarnation. Well done, filthy criminals. There's truly no limit to your pathetic stupidity. Yeah, he's lost it. Sword, I would like to make you feel pain enough to regret your miserable birth. Unfortunately, I'm so busy I simply don't have the time to waste on you. What do you want with those wayfarers under Medina's influence? Expecting all the answers to all their problems? Criminals are always so entitled. I said I was busy. If you excuse me... Kirito, hit him again! Hold on, boy. Not so fast. Oh, haven't you heard? That won't work on me. You flicked the commander's sword? There's no way. Think you're cutting my future or whatever it is you do? Haha, how laughable. Allow me to educate you. My incarnation shield is even effective in the future. Incarnate shield? Whether you try to slash me now or in the future, the result is still the same. I'm done playing nice. I grow tired of talking to a washed up puppet knight. Damn, he's just insulting all of us. Discharged. Now then, I look forward to our next meeting. Puppet knight and filthy criminals. Apparently the puppet knight is not a filthy criminal. Bastard. To think he blocked my attack, even in the future. What a nutcase.
Commander, could it be that you somewhat enjoyed that? Nah, that ain't it. Just thinking I need to figure out a way around that. Yeah, I don't remember if Rakuli has anything with the idea his sword can freeze anything. Regardless, what the hell is he trying to accomplish anything? Gathering fruit, if I'm not mistaken. I'll explain what I mean by freeze anything later. Yeah, there shouldn't be any reason for him to be present to accomplish that. Monster. Beast again? Not sorry. Yeah, when it's automatic and cutscenes like that, I can't let my own thoughts run wild because I miss it, especially since everything is in Japanese. I have to be able to be free to voice the lines. All right, that about it. Commander Bakuli, an area near here is suffering damage as we speak. Impossible. That land is under my possession. You get over there and protect it. Jeez. Yeah, worry not, esteemed nobility. I'll protect it without you telling me to. That's my job, after all. Commander, why do you speak to them with such respect? That was respect? I'll be back, little one. We'll meet up when I'm done. Commander. Again, did anyone really think Alice's line was spoken out of it? Alice is correct that Berkeley was speaking with respect? That definitely sounded like he was being snarky to me. Alice, let's clean up the remaining beasts. Understood. Nice work. Looks like that should about take care of things, yeah? Commander, why did you conduct yourself in such a manner before those nobles? Oh, it was just protocol. Annoying, right? But it's easier that way. Again, I really don't feel like Rakuli was speaking to them in respect. It sounded like more he was just being snarky. But how dare he speak to the Knight Commander in such a boorish manner? Even as a Knight Commander, I'm still pretty far down the totem pole. What obligations do we have to help individuals such as them? The Pontifex was nothing more than a cruel tyrant. I know this world has no god. But Commander, what is it that you believe in? What do you continue to fight for? Listen, little one, I have no qualms about protecting everything in this world. But those were the Pontifex's orders, so let's still just follow them. Nothing has changed from when we were puppets with our memories plucked out. With that thought process, you sure you're not... That thought process, you're sure not what you've been doing anymore? You're not sure what you've been doing anymore, right? See, I knew something was odd. And now I'm starting to think maybe why they're not having Alice take off her bandage around her eye. Because I'm guessing more and more that's what her storyline is during this game. Because I noticed we keep bringing up what is Alice fighting for. So you're just going through the motions? Is that it? Yeah. You're not wrong, little one, about the nobles causing suffering without recourse. Why do they deserve to be helped when there are others we should be saving? For the most part, I agree with you. Then why are you still trying to protect everyone? Why go such lengths for them? Is it your sense of justice, Commander? My sense of justice, huh? It actually feels a bit weird to hear that out loud. Since the Pontifex ordered me to defend the world, I've been doing just that. But I often doubted her methods, and at times, it was more than I could take. Though, I can't say I hate granting every wish and demand of that selfish princess. Even now, I don't hold a grudge. In my eyes, I can't view her as completely evil. So I guess I just can't help but fight for justice, and that's all there is to it. Not because I'm following anyone's orders, but because I want to. See, I like that. You think he's just saying because he's going along with what the Pontifex ordered, but he's just doing it because that's the kind of person he is. It's kind of like the idea if when you think about heroes, do you think that they're just going out to fight because, oh, they're strong, I can punch this guy, I can do it. Nah, they're doing it because they want to risk their lives. They'll fight for the fight that no one else is willing to lay down their lives. To even bring up with a quote, I'm going to quote from One Punch Man, the whole idea behind Saitama. Lost my earbud there for a sec. Completely ruined the... Well, alright, 1 minute. Always hate when I lose my earbud and it ruins my flow, but... Like Saitama, he wants to answer, what would happen if his similar question of, what would happen if the heroes ran from a fight? Isn't that because people don't do heroes heroes aren't heroes because they're strong enough to save the day. They're strong enough because it's their strength that allows them to protect those in front of them and behind, and willing to put it all on a risk because they can't, because they know if they don't, someone else is going to get hurt. To quote from Civil War as well, when you can do something to stop, although this isn't going to be a one-for-one quote, but if you can do something to stop the bad things and you don't, but the bad things still happen, it's on you. Not because I'm following anyone's orders, but because I want to. You too. Shaita said something similar. So I'm guessing it's gonna, going back to this little plot point that Alice is gonna learn, and then she'll remove her bandage. You too. Shaita said something similar. But why? That woman erased your memories repeatedly through the synthesis ritual. What exactly was Lady Pontifex to you or the other Integrity Knights? Maybe it's just like that Yu-Gi-Oh kid said. I'm nothing like the hero but Cooley. All I know is that fighting alongside you and the others, that's my reality. Whether I have my consciousness from back then or now, nothing changes that. But there's only now. Memories or otherwise, I'm living as Bercouli Synthesis 1. Even if everything I've known up to now was a lie, it wouldn't change anything. All the years and battles I've lived through can't be a lie, so I'll fight on. For a world of those who can't protect themselves or too foolish to. That, and to make sure that selfish princess stays dead for good this time. So I accept it all then. So you accept it all then. Who you are and the world we inhabit. Moreover, you're willing to keep carrying out your duty to protect the human realm? Yep, and again, it's because I choose to, not because the Pontifex ordered it. I protect because I want to protect. What about you, little one? What's your purpose? My purpose? Yeah, it's just like you said. Not what the Pontifex decides for you, or even what I decide for you. You have your own free will, don't you, little lady? But it's fabricated like a doll. I'm not Alice Zulberg. Nothing will change that. But you can't deny the life you've lived for the last 6 years, can't you? You're suffering and troubled even now, aren't you? A doll can't feel that way. Commander. I like the Alice you are now. Still, though, I like the Alice you are. Just fine. You little... I climbed the outer walls and fought the administrator with you, Alice. Sure, you might not have as many years under your belt as Alice Zulberg. But the Alice here and now is both a precious ally and friend to me. And nothing will change that either. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry. She's crying for that? You know, it doesn't take much for a man to make a girl cry. That does not sound good. What? No, not you too, Bercouli. But you're right. All my childhood memories, time with friends, all lost since this is ritual. However, I have seen many things during my time living as a knight. I cherished my time with the other Integrity Knights and the conversations we shared, as well as being this reckless, meddlesome, and unparalleled swordsman. Jeez, thanks. Since learning of my creation, I've met so many people who made me rethink my life. I lived this confounding life alongside the people as Alice Synthesis 30. Perhaps my intention has been captivated by something far too small. Commander, I do have my own free will. That was not a creation of the Pontifex. I want to save people like Celica who suffer under this world's logic. Whether it be the Pontifex or otherwise, I want to oppose all cruel injustices. That is my hope, my sense of justice, and it is neither fabricated nor ordered. Kind yet strong. I couldn't have said it any better myself, little one. Commander, if I hadn't become an Integrity Knight, I wouldn't have met you either. Yeah, fate is a fickle mistress. And I wouldn't have met someone like you. That's fate for you. Fate. I should get back to the End Mountains. Commander? Sorry, but I did tell that guy I would save his land. I'll leave it to you, kid. Okay. What? Why are you grinning at me like that? Do my tears amuse me? No, I'm just glad, that's all. We should be going. Sounds good. It seems like talking with Bercouli helped ease some of Alice's doubt. And yet she still keeps that freaking bandana on her face. And now we're just stuck with Alice. Well, time to at least... I'm actually curious. Oh, no, yeah. No, still says during combat. Oh, it's because the swords were out. Oh, it doesn't even actually require me to be using Alice in this part. Asuna? Sinat. I'm sorry, this one still makes me laugh.
Because yes, we have an actual singer in our party as a playable character. I still find it funny. I thought it was me, but now I'm just seeing more and more likely that the actual other cast members are just not going to be in this game, which still makes me sad because okay, I'm not going to make the mistake of we're just going to run all the way over there because I've already seen that's happened a few times. Okay, now the better question is where is it going to be? Maybe the world map will give me a hint. No, but I can at least warp around, I guess, and find it. But yeah, because it would have been really cool to be able to play like Klein or freaking Yuki. Hell, one of the biggest gripes, one of the only parts of the Alkazation arc I don't like is the sheer fact that Yuki never actually got a chance to participate and end up in the underworld, which I feel is a great misjustice because she's probably one of the best characters and it would have been amazing to see her run wild in the underworld. Hell, I think there was actually a fourth account they could have had her use. So yeah, she would have been perfect for it, but nonetheless, she didn't get the chance to participate. And it would be really cool to see her. I'm hoping, I get why some of the cast probably didn't make it in, because there's only, technically 4 terminals they could have logged in from. But I'm hoping, since technically there isn't in stories and where their characters could come in, and since we have all the Integrity Knights, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Medina, the Apprentices, they obviously couldn't fit everyone in, because it would have been a massive cast. I'm hoping in the next game, because we are getting a game for that's focusing on the underworld. But I'm hoping for the chance that they'll get like Yuki and Klein, Aegil, Premier, Straya. I mean, Straya is also one that I find really weird, because as far as I'm sure of, I think Straya, for every other game, I can't speak for Midnight Twilight, but I'm pretty sure Lost Song, Holo Realization, she is in every single SAO game. I mean, she was introduced in the SAO game, so it feels weird she wouldn't be in one. But, like, there are other playable characters that it would be interesting to see them in. Like, who's curious? Do you want to know the story behind the character of Philia? Do you want to recognize who I'm talking about when I say Premier? Shit, you guys are who here recognizes when I say the name Straya? Wait, I'm guessing, especially with some of them, more likely also, again, or hell, Argo. And that's not even a video game character. That's a character who just honestly has, if you just go by the anime, is never really given much focus. Because, well, admittedly when the anime was first airing, Progressive wasn't around. And I will admit, the anime did adapt out a lot of Argo's initial scenes. And she also only did become, I think, a lot more popular as a character when Progressive was being written, because a lot of her parts weren't existing. But she's definitely behind a good amount of, like, she's where Kirito gets the martial arts skill. And hell, she's actually the one who writes the guide that the characters use in the beginning of the episode against Ilfang and all that. Yeah, she was giving them out to help the players for free. Although Kirito does have to pay for his copy. That's because it's got a bonus. And she also does appear in the Girl Ops manga, I've heard. I've never actually read the Girl Ops manga. I do know generally behind the ideas behind it, including the character Lux/Kuro. But unfortunately, I will have to say Girl Ops is also, in the general SAO storyline, I'm going to say is in a place where it'd be hard to tell what it's classified as because, well, that's the thing. Girl Ops, it's not, because something that was revealed in the later arcs about Argo and why it's also probably hard, why Argo doesn't get to appear a lot in like the later arcs, is Argo actually does not regularly log into MMOs after SAO. Please be careful, Kirito. Thanks, be right back. Does this bring up the idea that we're gonna once again do the thing with, yep, yeah, we'll bring it up in speed. So I guess that answers the question, who's wielding the spear? He's probably fine. We'll have to trust him. Kirito will get the silver ore. That line seems weird. Kirito. On that day, we became the Lightning Dragons player. Is that the dragon in the background? Oh snap, we're a dragoon now. Or should I say, we broke the storm. Kirito, are you alright? Fairly, honestly, I thought I was toast. If we don't start this as 1 HP after this, I'm gonna smirk. You did great, Kirito. Excellent. Silver Orc Kid seems to have stopped the lightning. Let's still look at that name. Now we can access the ravine. Shaita should be in there. Let's keep going. This makes me wonder if this is the end of our time in the West. Because something I've noticed, almost always we find the Integrity Knight at the end, and we face them. Most annoying hero. I'd rather be your favorite fearless hero than annoying hero. Yeah, it definitely increases the more we come across. So I guess it's not generally just one region area, even though they're not also marked as well, which I like. Because that would actually make it a lot more annoying to do some of these statues. And another bonus for actually getting through this then. What less spiders happen? Icicle armored shrew. Which I mean, it's funny because I guess, does that mean the icicles are armored? Because they don't seem that armored. shit, I thought I was about to fall completely off. It's like the worst way for a fight. Wait, is Yujiro still fighting something? Or is that like he just used an ability? Because I can't even see him. Yeah, I think he just used an ability towards the end. Damn, level 70. Really makes you wonder, how high level do you need to be for this? Wow, that just did not go the way I was hoping at all. Like, he was supposed to jump over it, but, oh. God, if I start taking damage and, like, die for this, I'm gonna be... See, that's what was supposed to happen. That also did not do what I wanted to. You know what? Really? There's no map here? I hope I can swim closer to the quest then. This just feels awkward. Please don't tell me I'm about to die because I'm in a... Okay, question. They said there was no map here. But if I warp right here... Right back up here. We cleared the lightning, but obviously the lightning still comes up. Unless they're gonna tell me that you need to do this every single time, which that just ain't fun. Alright, now we're back in this zone, but this is where we'll call it for the night. So without further ado, we're going to go offline for the night. If you enjoyed our show, share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others to be entertained by my show, send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It can only help the channel if you do. Till next time, this is the Night Show offline for the night.